The cross is seen as the perennial symbol of Christianity, but it wasn't always so. Originally, the sign of the fish was the premier symbol, and it wasn't until a little later that the cross became more dominant. But this isn't about that aspect of the cross. It's about objections by this guy.
Hey, you stupid Christians, it's me again, Dan Barker!
Yeah, they know who you are. Shut up until I tell you to talk. Anyway, we're having a look at what this guy has to say about the cross as a symbol. In chapter 26 of this book, Barker includes a few salient points about the trivialization of the cross as a symbol of Christianity. And those are things that any serious Christian would find agreeable. Where Barker's inadequate investigation of his subject comes to the fore is in his treatment of two particular issues related to the fact of the cross itself. Okay, go ahead.
A cross is not beautiful. It is an emblem of humiliation, agony, and death. It represents a public execution like a gallows, a guillotine, or a gas chamber. Suppose someone saved your life by blocking a terrorist attack but died from the bullets. Would you hang little gold machine guns on your ears?
Well, aside from the good points about the trivialization of the cross, Barker here has missed the point badly, and he wouldn't have had he consulted the excellent work of Martin Hengel on this subject. Hengel observes that crucifixion was an utterly offensive affair in the ancient world, obscene in the original sense of the word. The process was so offensive that the Gospels turn out to be our most detailed description of a crucifixion from ancient times. The pagan authors were too revolted by the subject to give equally comprehensive descriptions. This being the case, we might ask why Christianity succeeded at all. The ignominy of a crucified Savior was as much a deterrent to Christian belief as it is today. Indeed, it was far, far more so. So why were there any Christians at all? In my mind, the best explanation is that it's because from the cross there came victory, and after death came resurrection. In that way, the shame of the cross turns out to be one of Christianity's most incontrovertible proofs. Now to the second issue. Go ahead.
There is no cross in Christianity. No cross at all. The enduring emblem of atonement is an impostor. There is no cross anywhere in the Bible.
Okay, I think I know what you're thinking. Let me explain. You go on to say that some linguistic sources indicate that the word we translate cross actually means an upright pole or stake. And you don't think it means something in the shape of a T, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. There's no cross in early Christian art before the middle of the 5th century. The first clear crucifix appears in the late 7th century. Any Bible that contains the words cross or crucify is dishonest.
Okay, so what scholarly source did you consult to arrive at these conclusions, which run against the grain of the conclusions of literally thousands of biblical scholars and historians? Was it this one?
No.
How about this one?
Psst, give me a break.
So what did you consult?
Can't remember. I think it was something about a sacred mushroom. Oh wait, this is it.
Oh, will you get out of here? Herbert Kuttner's only stated qualification is that he is one of England's leading freethought writers, and he's said to be the author of a book on sex worship. His work was a mix of badly outdated information, even in 1950 when he wrote, and it focused mainly on ideas that Jesus didn't exist and that pagan influence created Christianity. Now, we will admit this much. The word used in the New Testament does refer to an upright stake, but the same word was used in the Gospels by synecdoche to refer to the entirety of the cross. This was a known literary practice when describing a crucifixion, and it may have been a symbol of how revolting it was thought to be. Single parts of the cross, like the crossbar, could be referred to as a cross, and the entire cross could be referred to by the names of the individual pieces. This bit of information, along with information we get from other writers about standard practices for crucifixion, tell us what we know today. What Jesus carried was the crossbeam, and the actual stake was already embedded at the site of the crucifixion. So what does it boil down to? Barker's objections aren't the product of serious scholarship. That's basically it.
Oh yeah, well, let's see you refute this then.
Oh, will you get out of here?